For today's tutorial, you will need a 4mm hook. That's what I'm using. You need a pair of scissors to cut your yarn at the end, 2 stitch markers, a wool needle, a measuring tape to measure around the hand, and any double knit yarn that you've got. I love this color, so this is the color that I'll be using. It's a double knit or a 3-weight or 8-ply, as you say in Australia. Let me just show you how I measure my hand. I just kept an inch or 2 up here, go around the widest part of the hand, which is over the knuckles, and then just pull it like that. And mine was 8.5, just see like that, 8.5 inches. Looks like a line now, but it's 8.5 inches. And that is 22 centimeters. Because your glove will stretch as well. So keep that in mind. 8.5 inches, 22 centimeters. That is how big my hand is. My husband's hand is definitely a little bit bigger than mine, about this much. Probably about an inch, half an inch. And okay, so I'm making these gloves for my hand. Let me just show you. This is what it looks like. I've made the one. I love to make this for my husband because you can see it's more for a man than it is for a woman, but I love to wear it as well. If you want to make this for a woman and make it a bit more feminine, then all you have to do is put a little shell stitch around the top, around the bottom, no worries. You can make it longer. Obviously this part is wider than my wrist and a part of my forearm. So if this width fits here, it should fit to quite a bit of my arm up here. I like that because when my sleeves end here, that bit of your like that bit of your arm that would be open is still closed up. Now what I like about this as well is I sometimes work and then I need this to be out of the way. So then I just take my thumb in, I pull it lower, and I work and do whatever I need to do, sort of to pull it out of the way. And then, if I need it again, there we go. I just pull it up and I can use it like that. Right, so there we go. I love that. So let's start and make our own one. I'm going to make a slip stitch any which way that you know how to make your slip stitch. This is how I make mine. And then not too tight, just if you're someone that crochets tight, go up a hook size. I'm using a 4mm, please use a 5mm. And if you crochet very loosely, maybe go down a size. Then I'm going to make 22 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, plus a turning chain, which is my 22, 22nd stitch. Now I'm going to work in the second stitch from the hook. You can see that V shape, that's your first stitch. So I'm going to work in the second stitch and I'm going to work a single crochet. So go through, pull up yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm using a stitch marker to mark my very first stitch. I don't know if you are like me, but I always battle to know where to turn, especially when using single crochets. So just go ahead, and in every, there's the V on the side, you work a single crochet like that. And in the next stitch, single crochet. If this is very easy for you, please jump ahead in the video to the next row. There you go. If you're a beginner, there's your V. Just look in the side of the V. Just take one of the sides of the V and work your single crochet in that side. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and then I see you at the end of this row. There we go. And I'm taking the last V here and working a single crochet. Then I'm going to chain one and turn my work, right? And in the very first V, there's the V clearly. You can see the V. In that first V, you go right through. See? Both loops on the hook. Pull up, yarn over, pull up, and you work a single crochet. And immediately I take my second stitch marker and I mark that first stitch through the two V's. One V, the two legs of the V, like that. You can see clearly. Okay, there you go. Now you continue and you work through both legs of the V and yarn over, pull up a loop, and single crochet. You're going to go through, pull up a loop, not pull up a loop, pull up the yarn, yarn over, pull through two. Go through, pull up, yarn over, pull through two as you make your single crochets. Just continue. Look at this. See, it's taking shape. Continue like this, working a single crochet in every stitch to the end of this row. Sometimes you have to fight with the yarn. Why? Don't fight with me. There you go. Just continue and work your single crochets. And I want to just show you. Let me take this out of the way. This is that bit. Now you're going to continue working 30 rows, 30, until you have 30 rows. So remember, this is the, let me just put it on this hand. I chained up 21 plus a turning chain. So if you wanted to make it a little bit longer, if it's your first time, I wouldn't advise you to make it too long, because I've made this many times and I've made many mistakes. So then just do it the way that I'm doing it. And then if you've successfully created one pair, then you can start changing whatever way you'd like this pattern. But yes, there we go. And it stretches, right? As I said, it does stretch. So don't try and make it. I made this one a little bit tight so that when I put my hand in, it felt tight. But in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I tell you, if you wear this a lot, you'll be grateful that you made it just fit it for your hand like that. Okay, I see you at the end of this row. When I get to the end of my row, I see that is my stitch that I should work into. I'm going to take out my stitch marker, put my hook in there, making sure I go through both the legs of the V, make my single crochet, chain one, and turn. And as soon as I work in the first stitch, my single crochet, I take my stitch marker and insert in my first stitch so that I know where that is. Now you're just going to continue. I already said you're going to work 30 rows, 30. That's what I did for my hands. So, and as you saw, I measured it. It's 8.5 inches. I think 8.5 inches we saw. There we go. So just continue until you have 30 rows, 30. There you go. I've done my 30 rows. Now, let me just show you, if you're not sure how to count these rows, can you see that it's like little stripes that form? And that's for every second row. So if you turn it over, you'll see there is 2, but it looks like that is 1. And at the end there as well, it's like half of that. So what I do is I just count it like this. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. You can quite clearly see that, right? There, like there, and there, and there. Okay, so now the way to form it into a glove is this way. You hold them together. I have to chain one here now, and I've got to get rid of my stitch marker. And for 10 stitches, I'm just going to connect. And what I do is I work a single crochet like this, single crochet into this stitch and into that first stitch, which is my V stitch, right? Like that. Yarn over, pull through 2, and into the next one and the next one, and that I do for 10 stitches. Like that. 2, 3, 4, and 5. You just see that they line up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it's 10, right? 10. Now for the next 7, I am going to just work single crochets as I did before, but on the one side only, not on that side, only on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is because it's my way of getting, you could have done slip stitches, but it doesn't really matter. So there's should be 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just count the V's, and you count the V's on that side, and you see that they line up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my stitch I should be working through. This one and that one, I go through both, and I make a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and then get rid of that stitch marker, the second one, and 4. This is my 4th one there. There we go. That's the first one there. Work that single crochet, and that's the end of that. Now you could have gone your shells around, whatever you want to make, to just make it pretty. Yarn over, pull through, secure. I just like that. See, there you go. So there's the opening for the thumb. Lovely, right? So now I just turn it over, and you can wear it like this. If you like this side better as the right side, wear it like that. I prefer that the side, it's got like a ridge, because to me that side, it's sort of, I want the one that's sort of hanging over, that had the double crochets, single crochets on the one side, as I skipped the 7 on this side. Sort of shows me that that's the top and that's the bottom. But you can absolutely turn it over. I'm going to turn it over because I need to work in these ends, and that would be so quick and easy. And I'm literally just going to, well, I'm working it in on this side because I want it to be on this side like that. Just through those, and in the next stitch from that, come back like that. And the second one, and that is the end of today's tutorial. Now, if you haven't made the second one, you've got to go make a second glove. But I have already made my second glove, and I'm very happy with mine. You can also make this in cotton, white, because, you know, summer, for us in the southern hemisphere, summer is coming, and you drive and you get these age spots because you're driving, especially on my right hand, that's on the steering wheel. Well, definitely in South Africa, because we drive on the left side of the road. There we go, like that. I'm just going to do that. So you can make a pair of white cotton, leave it in the car whenever you drive. Then you just put this on. Nothing is in the way, and your hands are protected. There you go. Beautiful. Finished. I love it. There you go. Thank you for watching. If you like this tutorial, please leave a comment. Please leave a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet. And yes, I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you and bye.